So basically my presentation will cover those 5 points. I will introduce my presentation, then I'll go into the quality of learning programs. You need to know the status with regards to our learning programs. And then I will share briefly some student experiences that we recorded last semester, so that you can know where we stand in terms of quality. Then from there, I'll also talk about some quality concerns that we have as a university. And I'll conclude by suggesting some critical success factors that I think are important for your studies. Okay, so just to introduce my presentation, you need to know that ZCAS is a highly reputable institution. We value quality so much, and ZCAS is a quality brand. So your choice might have been influenced by the fact that you know that we are a quality institution. And just to update you, we are a big institution. The student population is over 3,300. So feel part and parcel of this growing community. And then the high reputation of ZCAS makes its graduates to be highly employable. I'm glad Dr. Jerry gave us an example of one of our students who was picked on account that he had been to ZCAS. Then we continue to invest in equality. So we look at the inputs, the processes, and outputs. So in short, we don't compromise on quality. We want to ensure that whatever we are doing meets the specified standards. Then on your part as students, we expect good academic standards. So there has to be that good practice. And that's why you have seen the deans and the others are talking about things that are very pertinent for you to meet the standards of ZCAS. Okay, so I want to give you the assurance in terms of the programs that we are offering at this university. They are fully accredited and recognized by the Higher Education Authority as well as the Zambia Qualifications Authority. So this is extremely important because there are some institutions that are offering programs which are not recognized by those regulators. And in the end, students are having some problems, and giving you the assurance that all our learning programs are accredited with the Higher Education Authority and the Zambia Qualifications Authority. And this is very important for you because your employability and your further advancement in your career might depend on the accreditation status of the program. So we are also a fully registered institution, and in fact we are recognized as one of the best higher education institutions in Zambia by the Higher Education Authority. So take note, even those who are studying on our collaborative programs, such as those that we have with the University of Greenwich, for instance, such programs have been submitted at the Higher Education Authority for accreditation. Then I'll talk about the quality of teaching and learning at our institution. So you need to know that we pride in quality. So we do have a service charter that guides the provision of quality at this particular institution, our members of staff are committed to delivering quality in academics as well as in support services. And this quality is monitored by ourselves as managers and supervisors, as well as the students themselves. So I'll talk about some of the ways in which you can participate in the monitoring of quality assurance at this institution. So I have indicated in my presentation that we have got two types of surveys that we normally conduct with the students. So the first one is the student satisfaction survey, where we seek to assess the satisfaction levels of our students with respect to important parameters that I'll be able to show. Then the second survey is what we call lecturer student evaluation survey. So we give you the opportunity to give us feedback with regards to the delivery in class. So meaning that you have a chance to evaluate your lecturer in each course based on how they have delivered. And this is scheduled on the academic calendar. And then when we get the findings of the survey, we disseminate them to all concerned staff. So the lecturers themselves will get to know the concerns of the students. Management will discuss the findings and the recommendations of the surveys. And then these are escalated to the board. And there is also accountability. So it's extremely important that you participate in the surveys and you give us information that will be able to help the institution to improve on service delivery. At the moment, we are conducting these surveys manually. However, effort is underway to automate the surveys. So what are the parameters that we use to measure and evaluate quality? So when we give you the questionnaires, we are basically trying to ask you to say, give us feedback on those parameters that have been stated there. I can just explain a few of them. So delivery of lectures. So you have to give us feedback, you know, how that is going. And then the learning environment. You have to tell us if there are any concerns. And also training provision. Then we have got assessment and feedback. For distance learning, this is extremely important. You know, so we want the lecturers to meet certain deadlines in terms of assessment submission, giving you feedback rather. So it is important that you stick to the set dates yourselves, and then the lecturers will be able to give you the feedback accordingly. So we assess the e-learning provision as well. We are also concerned about the safety and security of all of you. So we'll carry out a survey to that effect. We are also concerned about customer service and employee, customer service and employee attitude. So you'll see that in the questionnaire, and it's important that you give us feedback that will be able to help us to improve. Yeah, so the other things are there, as you can see there. I will just give an example of the findings of the most recent survey. So our students were able to rate our performance. And as you can see there, we scored highly in terms of academic factors. So 97% of our students rated the delivery of lectures highly. In terms of the learning environment, 97.8%. In terms of training provision, 98.4%, approved the quality of training provision. In terms of e-learning, 95.1%. In terms of safety and security, it was 95.6%. And in terms of delivery of customer service, we were at 92.5%. However, the students also had some concerns, and I have tried to highlight some of the areas where they had concerns. So in terms of job and placement activities, 12.5% of our students were dissatisfied. In terms of provision of study information, 11.3% of them indicated dissatisfaction. In terms of orientation programs, 20.3% were dissatisfied. And I think this explains why there seems to be a lot of enthusiasm in the orientation that we are having today. It's because we want to see improvement. And then guidance and counseling, it was at 17.2% dissatisfaction. But we are now happy that the guidance and the officer is in place, so we hope that there will be some improvement. There were also specific concerns for DE students, which included the wrong timing of the residential school, duration of the residential school, and the timetable clashes. I'm pleased to inform you, if the dean hasn't already informed you, that we are actually changing the timing of the residential school in response to the concerns that were raised by the students. So starting from July, they will be coming before. So please, all that information is available. You may find that the next residential school, the timing of the next residential school is slightly different. And we have also ironed out all those areas. I hope that when you come for your residential school, you'll find that all those areas have been addressed. I don't want to talk so much about academic issues because these have been discussed. But it suffices just to mention that we have a concern in terms of examination malpractice. That dilutes the quality and the credibility of the institution. However, we have got a number of measures, and the issue of malpractice is one that we can't compromise on. So we urge you to familiarize yourself with the examination rules and procedures, and also to prepare adequately for the exam. Submission dates and extenuating circumstances, this has been elaborated by the deans. So what you need to do basically is to familiarize yourself with the academic calendar and also the rules and the procedures in case you are faced with a situation that might make you to miss the deadlines or the exams. We expect good academic practice. Thank you very much. This is the end of my presentation.